Hey everybody, I'm ZeldaMaster and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D Master Quest. In this one we're going to be taking on the Shadow Temple. This temple is by far the most interesting and creepy when it comes to any other temple and its history. And well, according to this wall, the shadow will yield only to one with the Eye of Truth handed down in Kakariko Village. That Eye of Truth is the Lens of Truth that we obtained in the bottom of the well. So just like that, we can see through the illusions, and that's pretty much going to be the main gimmick throughout this temple. That's why we obtained the Lens of Truth from the bottom of the well, and that's literally why the temple warns you to have it, because yeah, this temple would be very confusing otherwise. But as you can see, make my beak face the Skull of Truth. The alternative is descent into the deep darkness. Okay, I don't want to fall into this deep darkness, but yeah, our goal here is, well, one of these skulls are actually a Skull of Truth that we need to have this beak face towards, and that skull is this one, because if I have my Lens of Truth out, you can notice that yes, that's the only one that's showing. The rest of them are fake torches that are just an illusion to the naked eye. But alright, with that done, let's go ahead and use our fire arrows to hit these two torches right here, because we want to make our way into this weird gaping mouth thing. But yeah, so the history behind this temple is actually very, very, very dark. Like, this place was a place that the Sheikah created to pretty much torment the enemies of Hyrule. How insane is that? Like, that's something you wouldn't even expect, nor do you you find it within the game, but it is within the game, and we're gonna find a little tidbit about it in a second. But let me start off by doing this, a quick nice spin attack with the Bagoron sword to kill both Gibdos with ease, and I believe they drop magic, which is very important because I want to make sure to pick the magic up, because we're going to be using our Lens of Truth quite a bit throughout this temple, and since that does slowly deplete your magic, you're going to want as much as you can get. But there we go, our first small key has been obtained. Similar to how the Shadow Temple originally was, we're going to be needing a good amount of small keys before really progressing, and starting off, I believe there are 2 small keys we can get. One we just obtained and one in this room. Not necessarily in the upper portion of this room, but you'll figure out in a second after I pick up these silver rupees that we have to do. And if I shield, I can easily duck the giant sights that are moving. Like, this room is very interesting, but yeah, as you can see, just like that, we're able to avoid it. So let's go ahead and be careful here as I attempt to grab this, jump over to the other side. But anyways, yeah, as I was saying, like, this is all created by the Sheikah. This isn't like some dark, dank dungeon that is all about evil. I mean, while it does seem like the Sheikah were up to no good, they must have been up to something good. Just maybe in the past they had different intentions or a much darker path, and that's why overall Hyrule has forgotten about this place, and it's like, you know, a taboo to even mention it, you know, to the royal family. This is like, you know, just dark, forgotten history that the Sheikah have made within Hyrule. And I don't know, it's just so interesting that it's in this game, because you think most of the game is kind of lighthearted, you know, to an extent, but not this dark. But yeah, it gets pretty dark. So here we go, the dungeon map, by collecting all of the you know, silver rupees. But we're not only here for that. As you can see over here, let's go ahead and check out what's going on. The wall, it's saying something. It says, if you want to see a ferry to the other world, come here. Okay, sure, I want to ride a ferry to the other world. Wait a second, no! Okay, yeah, so obviously it was a trick to, you know, well, not necessarily, because we barely lost any HP, but the whole point is you want to come down here. Well, we can pick up these hearts, one thing, but that's not the main reason why I'm down here. You can actually see the ferry it's talking about. This is the, the ghost ship, or the death ship, or I don't even know what the name for it, but it's a pretty dead looking ship, which we'll eventually get to. What we really came down here for, though, is the small key, because yeah, you don't want to miss out on that. It was invisible to the naked eye, but by using the Lens of Truth, we can easily catch it. And I mean, if you didn't have the Lens of Truth with you, or you didn't want to equip it or whatever, you could still see the chest, or rather, you know, you can't walk over the chest even though it's invisible, and you can open it when it's still invisible. So it's not like you need the Lens of Truth there, but you want to make sure you grab that, 'cause that's a key that you can easily avoid, and it's worth picking up, because we're going to be utilizing them right up ahead. So, okay, with both small keys obtained, we're pretty much going to backtrack to the beginning of the temple, and I do believe while we make our way through here, we might get a bit more lore of the Shadow Temple. The only lore you truly get are from Impa herself, because she was a Sheikah, and then the walls that look like this. Oh, I was really zoomed in, but okay, so as you can see, by using the Lens of Truth, we can easily see that this wall is a fake wall, and it's holding something beyond it. So let's go ahead and explode this wall, and just like that, we can go ahead and unlock this door with one of the 2 small keys we obtained, enter it, and advance forward. So here is obviously we're going to need the Lens of Truth. Without it, I believe it's going to tell you something. So one who gains the Eye of Truth will be able to see what is hidden in the darkness. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, you can see one here. So this is Shadow Temple. Here is gathered Hyrule's bloody history of greed and hatred. Yeah, so this is kind of giving you an example of what I was talking about, the really dark past Hyrule had with the Sheikah and all. I mean, you know, the Sheikah helped out Hyrule, but it's just more so the past that they shared. But anyways, let's go ahead and not... Whoa, okay. I got too close. Luckily, my Begoron sword will kill these guys within seconds because it's just so OP. So there we go. Not bad. It was a little risky though, just letting them jump on me, because yeah, the redeads do suck your life rather quickly. So let's see. There we go. We got some hearts back at least, and some magic. An easy way to avoid him is just to play the Sun Song. I would advise that if you, I guess, don't have the Begoron sword and it's not as easy to kill him as quickly. But yeah, the Begoron sword just makes it so nice. It's pretty much the only weapon I'm going to be using until I have to not use it. As you guys may know, this is my favorite weapon out of the 2. But okay, anyways, moving forward, here's another wall, but it's actually blocked by a stinking time block. So we're going to have to play the Song of Time to get it to move. This is like the few Master Quest puzzles that are just kind of funny, because it's like, oh, okay, I do this again. It's not really anything that crazy. But okay, Shadow Temple here is gathered. Okay, again, Hyrule's bloody and greed history, whatever. Okay, one who... Wait, it's literally telling me the same stuff. Whatever, I guess we're going to start avoiding this from here on out. But anyways, these eyes shoot fire. You know what? I'm going to shoot one back. Oh, wait. I'm going to shoot one back. There we go. You actually want to shoot this eye in the center, so that way you can get this weird ice block to move, because there would have been an ice block standing blocking the way right here. So by hitting that eye, we have opened it up, and now we can enter this room, which holds... Yes, it is Dead Hand. He's back, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get grabbed. Whoa, the camera angle went wild there, but yeah, again, we are an adult. This is 7 years in the future since we last encountered him, and he is going to be nothing but a joke. I mean, we're able to literally destroy his hands with our Begoron sword. He can't do crap. Like, there you go. Wait, is he coming? No, okay. His hands, though, will constantly pop out. Whoa! Okay, Link, you got this. Perfect. The bait worked out, and we were able to hit him. Sadly, he's going to look the other way and not let us attack him again. But okay, I'm going to get grabbed by this hand again, and then quickly chop it off, or not. There we go. And now it's time to kill him. So go ahead and duck. I thought I'd crouch with him. Since he likes to crouch down to attack me, I thought I'd do the same thing. And just like that, we got ourselves a chest. I really dislike the way he looks though when he dies, how he's just like struggling for life or something. But alright, there we go. We managed to complete that little thing, and that's gonna give us obviously what I've been waiting for. Yes, the item of the dungeon, the hover boots. This is gonna be very helpful throughout the dungeon, and just overall a really cool item, one of my favorite items within the game, really. So yeah, there we go, we have obtained them. But yeah, that does it. So Dead Hand, you're a dead hand again. I don't know if it's supposed to be the same dead hand or what, but all right, let's go ahead and now leave. We got all 3 items essentially, you know, the dungeon map, the compass, and the item of the dungeon itself being the hover boots. And now all that's pretty much left for us is the 5 Gold Skulltulas and the boss key. Yes, we have all 5 Gold Skulltulas to collect, even though we have found the 3 items of the dungeon. But don't worry, the Gold Skulltulas are surprisingly really easy to find in Master Quest. So this makes overall the Shadow Temple's Master Quest version just so easy altogether. Because normally the temples would be easy to solve, but not easy to find the Gold Skulltulas. Well, this, it's easy in both ways. It's easy to solve and easy to find all 5 Gold Skulltulas. We shouldn't have any hard time finding them. They should be pretty much, you know, where we're heading to. But okay, so I want to go ahead and drop this here, and then just be careful, because there we go. Yeah, we opened up the pathway because that was a hidden thing, and you know, I'm just gonna kill you. There we go. I believe if I play the Song of Storms right here, I should be able to summon a fairy that will give me full HP back, because there are these little secrets, and there you go. So if you did lose a lot of HP like me, just like that, there we go. We got full HP once again, and now we can just kind of continue on. So let's go ahead and enter through this door with the last key we had, and just see what awaits. So yeah, we do have the hover boots, but luckily we're not gonna need to use them yet. And oh, okay, so this is where we get a bit deeper within the temple, and I have to say, it just starts to show the, you know, dark past of the Sheikah, when you're gonna start finding like the stuff they used, I guess, to torture people. And a good example are these. Yeah, as you can see, we got stinking guillotines just there. Look at this. This is so random. Like, it's just chopping the way forward. I don't even understand why this is supposed to be a pathway. Did you like send people to attempt to make their way through here like some Hercules like mission, and then they'd fail? Or I don't know. Overall, it's really creepy to look at. And oh geez, we got BMOs. I'm gonna jump and run, and oh hey look, I escaped. Yeah. So as you can see, this is an invisible platform that we can easily get on. Now we have to actually not be able to see it to use our fire arrows, because you can't use 2 magic items at once. So I can't have like this out and then attempt to use my fire arrows. As you can see, it's denying it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep this off, because we know exactly where we're going. They're just invisible platforms, but with or without the lens of truth on, I mean, it's like they still work. So it's not like since they're invisible I can't walk on them. But alright, so I do believe there's another invisible thing in this room, and that is the whole obstacle to this room, the giant sights moving back and forth. So I want to be careful here. Well, let's roll. We're gonna go ahead and take out this guy real quickly. Oops, I hit him in the top area. There we go. Is he burning to death? Wow, that looked really wrong. Okay, whatever. So the only reason why I did that is because I don't want to risk losing my Highland Shield. You can obviously lose a tunic or your Highland Shield to these likes, which is not something I like at all. But yeah, I want to be careful here, just because it's free damage that you can take so easily. And now that I'm here, should be the last. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what song I was trying to play. Yeah, it should be the last silver rupee within this room, and to get it, we just need to summon a block of time with the Song of Time, and easily pick it up. But this is where things may get a bit tricky, because now, at least for me, this kind of threw me off, I'll be completely honest, at first. But once you get the gist of it, you'll completely understand. So, alright, I solved this whole room. You know, we've done it. Now what? Oh, a blue rupee. Cool. Wait a second. Looking at this room, there's still a chest in here. Where can I find it? Well, yes, it is invisible to the naked eye, and this is a chest you really want to get within this room, because it's a small key. And yeah, that's pretty much what this temple is littered with. Just lies. It has so many lies. You're always going to think that, you know, you went into this room to get yourself a, you know, unique item, but no, it's nothing unique. So I'm going to say this now. I'm going to pretty much skip like 2 rooms within this temple, because they absolutely have nothing within it. They're meant to trick you and just be annoying. And then there are also areas within this temple that you just generally don't want to take too much time on. Well, okay, we got to run here, because we got those stinking BMOs that aren't happy about us. But here's a good example. Okay, so this is an area I want to completely ignore. We got silver rupees. You'd think by collecting all these silver rupees we would eventually get ourselves maybe a small key or something. No. And did Link hit that door with one hit? Wait, it looked like Link slashed with one hand. That was really weird. Whatever. Okay, but yeah, so as you can see again, if I like show the map, there is quite a bit of chests we have to get, and in this room alone there's 3, but I only want to get 1 of them, and you'll see what I mean, because the rest are going to be rupees. And yeah, it's just like I said, this temple lies to you a lot, and that's why we have the lens of truth to tell us the truth of what's, you know, right or wrong, even though it still might end up tricking you in the end. So alright, anyways, we can actually hear the first gold skulltula within the temple that we need to get, so we're gonna go ahead and do that, and I don't need to have my lens of truth out anymore. The goal here is, and it's pretty obvious, I mean, I do believe this literally tells you what you need to do. So only one with the Eye of Truth, yeah, will find a stone umbrella that protects against the Rain of Blades. Really descriptive way to put it. So this is obviously what the Lens of Truth would have shown us, the block that was in this wall. And this is the, our stone umbrella is the block, and these are the spikes that would be raining upon us. Such a weird way to word it, but alright, so in this cell right here, we can clearly hear it, is our first out of 5, oops, out of 5 gold skulltulas we need to get. So just like that, we went ahead and got one. Heck yeah, I'm just gonna move the camera around a bit. Alright, but that's not the only reason why we're in this room. We're obviously in this room for, again, another small key. So pretty much like before, we're going to want to have 2 small keys on us before we even consider progressing forward. And no, the small key, or the small chest that is over in that cell is not what we want to open, so I'm just going to ignore it. I'm pretty much going to only open up chests that will fulfill our 100% playthrough. I know some people might say, no, every chest counts towards 100%. Not necessarily, at least not in the Shadow Temple. These blue rupees don't matter to me, so I might as well not waste time getting them. But, alright, there we go. This is a chest we want to get by hitting said switch, and voila, we got ourselves the second small key once again, and now we can go ahead and advance. Now, we realize I'm missing a good chunk of hearts from getting hit by all these obstacles and such, and whoa, I was about to get hit by that one, but alright, we're good. Yeah, you just want to generally be careful and not fall in any pit or anything, and here actually is something interesting. So only one who has sacred feet can cross the Valley of the Dead. So these sacred feet are, yes, it's gonna be the hover boots. So it's time to pop these babies on, but not only them, we want to pop the Lens of Truth on, because we also need the Eyes of Truth to see where we're going, and just like that, we'll be able to, oh, okay, that was close, to make our way to the other side. I thought I was gonna fall, that would have sucked, but no, luckily we were able to make it, and now we can just continue advancing forward. So I believe this room is also pointless. Like if I hook shot like this and drop down, I can just ignore everything within this room, because I want to say we won't be getting anything from here. So yeah, while there is a door that leads somewhere, and there are all of these rupees that we can collect, I'm just gonna do this and not give a crap, because they're probably not even worth collecting. So alright, let's go ahead and now take out our iron boots, which I need to swap with something, because yes, we need our iron boots here. Our hover boots won't come in handy when there's really strong wind pushing. Yes, this reminds me a lot of Wind Waker. Pretty much the mechanic from Wind Waker and how to get to the Wind Temple is literally this, and I believe it's because Nintendo originally planned on having a Wind Temple within this game, and I guess this is maybe one of the puzzles that would have been for it. But you know, we got it in the Wind Waker using the iron boots for this similar mechanic, and this is just literally one small puzzle we gotta use, and that's just by making our way to the other side here. And okay, I want to jump down, Link, there we go, and just kind of slowly make my way to the opposite side here. So yes, on this other side we're going to be getting something very, very important. Let's go and just take off these boots real quickly, and I wonder how many enemies are going to be in here. So okay, that's too many re-deads for my liking. I'm going to go ahead and play this unsung, because I don't want to risk dying here. I don't, well, we do have a, oh, also that happens. Wait, do we get a free, oh, okay, so much for dying. We get, just by playing the Sun Song, you want to, because not only are you paralyzing these enemies, but you get yourself a stinking fairy from the ground that completely replenishes your HP. So that worked out perfectly. Let's go ahead and pick up the Gold Skulltula that was on this wall. And don't leave yet. It was obviously not for a Gold Skulltula. It was for this. Here I can hear spirits whispering in the room. Those who have sacred feet should let the wind guide them, and then they will be led to a hidden path. Okay, that's what they're saying. Okay, that's not the real reason, because in the original game that was already obvious. But yes, you see that? This is where the game can play some really annoying tricks on you, because a small key is here, and you wouldn't be able to advance without said small key. So obviously you would go back into this room with the silver rupees, thinking that maybe that or the locked door I didn't go to would be leading to it, but no, it was all a lie. It was literally in this room. So this is what I mean by how the temple can get fairly confusing at times. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and patiently wait here until the fans start blowing. So okay, we should kick up some speed. Woo, there we go. We got to the other side. Take these off. I don't need my ones of truth either. And now we can just advance through this room, which has Gibdos. Cool. Okay, let's jump attack. Come on, you can connect it. Perfect. Okay, jump attack. You can connect it as well, Link. All right. That's funny how we had to like stop in midair for that. But in here shouldn't be anything valuable, I believe. It's just, okay, a blue rupee. Cool. But I can hear the Skulltula within this room, so I'm gonna find you right now. Let's go ahead and throw a bomb over here. And throw a bomb over here. It should be in one of these. Is it this one? Oh no, it's okay, it's over here. I was gonna say maybe it was invisible, but nope, just like that. We got ourselves, what, our third Gold Skulltula, because, yeah, their second one was in that previous room, so literally 2 more to go, and the boss key, and we're done. Now, you may remember that fairy that was mentioned to us by that spirit earlier. Well, yeah, we made it. This is the other side. And, well, to create a giant shortcut that you're going to be able to use from where we, you know, fell all the way down, all you need to do is push this block, and just like that, now we can make our way back to that room that first had the very first set of silver rupees we were collecting, where those giant sites were. So yeah, this will take you all the way back up to it if you desire, but we don't really need to do that. We're not here to backtrack, we're here to move forward. And well, the only way of moving forward is by moving this giant block until we're able to access the set of ladder right here that will take us to ride the fairy itself, which I'm pretty excited to do. So it's a good thing we have full HP from the fairy we summoned with the Sun Song in that one room, because you're gonna want the HP for this battle right here. I'm gonna go ahead and actually not have my sword out. It's not like it mattered. I have to play the Zelda's Lullaby real quickly to even get this fairy to work. So yeah, this is the giant dead ship, ghost ship. I feel like it has a name for it. I can't remember to be exact, but just by looking at it, you'll be able to tell what I'm talking about. It's not an ordinary ship. It's floating, and it has a very creepy looking statue on it. Yeah. this dead thing, but yeah, it's taking us through the Shadow Temple. Man, it's so interesting just seeing all of this and wondering what lore could have been behind it. Sadly, these games barely have any material to work with lore wise, but okay, so these guys are kind of weird to fight because you feel the need to take him out as soon as possible, but they're so glitchy and bad on this fairy that they fight horribly. Like, they're just gonna kind of stand still. This is probably like the easiest battle you'll ever get with a Stalfos. I want to see if I can get him to fall. Probably can't, but I'm just gonna go ahead and hit him until he's dead. Let's just wait for him real quickly. There we go. Okay. Anyways, watching the fairy slowly make it to its end, which we still have ways to go. Actually, never mind. Yeah, like I said, these enemies take they're pretty quickly to take care of. You don't have to worry about them too much, but I feel like the incentive is to try to kill them before you reach this area, because the second you reach a platform, yes, Navi's gonna tell you the ship is sinking and you want to jump off. And I guess if you're still fighting them, it'd be hard to focus on that, so you might end up falling with them. I should have tried to keep them alive and see if they would have fell. But regardless, yeah, we made it to the other side, and now there's no way back. Kinda. Actually, literally. So, we lost the boat to get back, but it's whatever. Let's go ahead and use fire arrows on this set of bombs here. A little, you know, Dodongo's Cavern style puzzle here, where we need to destroy a, you know, giant set of bombs to set off something, and just like that, we're able to get this giant statue to become a bridge for us. Pretty sick, if anything. Like, I really like how we actually were able to do that. They had, like, you know, just a part of the temple become a structure that, you know, takes you forward. But okay, move very slightly so I don't fall. And then Is it really clipping? Wow, that's kind of sad. There you go, my friends. The textures for this game are kind of misleading. Like, apparently these are like invisible textures right here because Nintendo was too lazy to like actually make this model perfect. So when I hit here, it just hits some invisible wall. Pretty interesting. But okay, outside of that, we went ahead and got what, the 4th Gold Skulltula? So literally one more to go. Let's go ahead and play the Song of Time right here to remove this time block real quickly, because this will help us advance forwad. A stinking eye. I feel bad using a fire arrow because you don't need to use them for these eye switches, but I'm too lazy to swap the arrow, even though I'm gonna need to for the boss actually, because we're gonna need our lens of truth and the fire and our arrows at once. So much for that. But there we go. We have opened up that door that's down there. Now you may say, what about the door that's up ahead? Well, actually, I don't even think we can enter it. Is it locked? No, it's not. But it doesn't matter because it's technically locked with a boss key afterwards. And that's actually where the final Skulltula is. So our goal essentially is just to pretty much look for the boss key. And once we have it, we are completely done with this temple because we're going to be fighting the Gold Skulltula on the way to the boss. So this is pretty much the final stretch of the temple, this little maze that we have. And there are 4 doors that we can enter. And this gets a little confusing, especially if you don't know what to do. Now, I want to know! How did... Really now? Really? Okay. You know what? Take this off. Wait, no! 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 Wait! No, the shield won't burn. Right, did I just really lose my Hylian shield? Please tell me I didn't lose it. I think I'm good. Oh, okay, I'm good. Phew. I would have been pretty upset. I don't like... I dislike likes. I say that all the time, that stupid pun, but you get what I mean. Like, likes suck. Okay. So the goal was to make my way to the opposite side of the room I originally entered from, so we can play some basketball. Yeah, get it? Well, you'll get it in a second, actually, because it's almost like shooting hoops, but with bombs. That's essentially what we're going to be doing right now. So, while you can use the bombs that are provided for you, I'm kind of lazy, so I'm just going to go ahead and take out my own bombs and, well, put them to use. So, ha! And I suck at this. Okay, there we go. We just gotta time it and then throw it a bit late, a bit early, a bit in between. Okay, now. Okay, there we go. We got too much air beforehand. There we go. And the last one. Nice. Alright. They pretty much all drop random stuff. The main one you want to obviously get is going to be the key. I don't know which one drops it. It could be the first, second, or third, depending on which one you hit. But I just wanted to do them all because, you know, Link can shoot hoops. Might as well shoot a quick 3 before I continue on. So we're done with the basketball. Now we can go ahead and advance. And I believe all I need to do is head to, I believe it's this room. Let's figure out. I'm going to enter it, and no, thank you, I'm leaving this room. So that room is completely optional, just saying now. The room I actually want to go to, which will be a bit easier using this, is where this bubble is, because it's locked literally with the small key we obtained. I don't know how I mistook the other room. You want to use the small key, of course, to enter this room, and this room looks rather frightening if you ask me. I mean, no, the walls are closing in. We're gonna die. What do we do? There are keys everywhere. Oh, jeez. Okay, luckily these spikes are made of wood, so yeah, just using dense fire will easily burn them, and there's nothing to worry about now except the keys, because now you set them on fire, making them into fire keys, which are really annoying to deal with. But luckily, there's a bunch of hearts that they drop. Not bad. No! Die! Luckily, when they hit us, we take the fire away from them. Okay, there we go. Now, with that done, let's go ahead and open up this stinking chest, which is obviously the boss key. And now we can make our way to the boss. So, we're going to go ahead and do that. But before doing so, I just want to go ahead and pick up this, and maybe I'll be able to roll out of harm's way. Ah, okay. You run away, Link. I don't want to mess with this guy. Who cares? We're done. Okay. Now, it's time to leave. It's time to just get out of this maze real quickly. Whoa, get away from me. Not messing with this like again. But I believe this was the original room we came in from. Yep. Alright, so with everything done, let's go ahead and head over to the boss. I'm pretty excited for it. Actually, before I consider doing that, I want to go ahead and do this. equipped my normal arrows over my fire arrows, because like I said, we're going to be utilizing both the Lens of Truth and arrows in this upcoming boss battle, so it's important to have both. Let's go and pick up some magic as well. I wonder what this will be. Maybe a heart? No, okay, nothing. It doesn't matter. I'm pretty much at full HP, and it's not like the boss is anything to worry about. I'm going to tell you guys this now. This boss is going to be fairly easy, but okay, I also want to have this out. Obviously, the hover boots, very important. So yeah, let's go ahead and just not fall. Phew. It's kind of weird being able to see through the platform we were on, but yes, the little guy, okay, never mind, that's not how I'm gonna be able to get him. I want to walk kind of around. Thing is, with the hover boots, it's almost like you're on ice because it's very slippery, but it will be helpful for this upcoming boss battle. So all right, there we go, final Gold Skulltula within this temple. Now let's just go ahead and do it, guys. Let's take on the boss. So we open up the door. I want to take a nice look at just this area of the room. It's so creepy. It just makes me like wonder what's the point. Like, is this how they, you know, were able to trap the evil spirit originally? Well, yeah, this is pretty much the evil spirit that Impa set out to take care of herself, and now we're here to help her. So let's go ahead and jump down and get ready. So yes, the Phantom Shadow Beast, Bongo Bongo, who's using a bongo. It's such a unique boss, man. It's like, how scary is this? What do we do now? Oh no, his eye's coming towards me. Oh, do I, okay, now what do I do? Let's, look at his hands. I can't see his hands. Okay, there we go. And well, guys, it's time to say, Bongo Bongo's dead! Goodbye! Yeah, that's literally the boss. This is the evil shadow spirit that the Sheikah had to, you know, seal. Bongo Bongo, everybody. The most he can do is play a bongo. Yeah. We did it! I don't know, it's just very anticlimactic. Like, there's almost nothing to this battle. Yeah. But it's whatever. We managed to get ourselves another heart container. Heck yeah. And now it's time to finish up this temple fully. But I mean, still, it's worth to admire this room that we fell all the way down within and how it was structured. It's just, there was literally nothing to happen to this battle. It was way too straightforward, especially if you're rocking the Begoron sword. But anyways, let's go ahead and leave the temple, and we'll obviously claim our prize for doing so. So it's time to see who the sage for this temple was. The boy with the noble Zelda's ocarina. As I expected, you have come. I am Impa, one of the Sheikah. I am Princess Zelda's caretaker, and I am also the sage who guards the Shadow Temple. We Sheikah have served the royal family of Hyrule from generation to generation as attendants. However, on that day 7 years ago, Ganondorf suddenly attacked, and Hyrule Castle surrendered after a short time. Ganondorf's target was one of the keys to the Sacred Realm, the hidden treasure of the royal family, the Ocarina of Time. My duty bound me to take Zelda out of Ganondorf's reach. When I last saw you, as we made our escape from the castle, you were just a lad. Now I see that you have become a fine hero. There's nothing to worry about. The princess is safe now. Soon, you'll meet Princess Zelda face to face, and she will explain everything. That is when we, the 6 sages, will seal the evil king and return peace to Hyrule. I have to stay here. You go to Princess Zelda's side and protect her on my behalf. Now, I put my power, which should be helpful to you, into this medallion. You receive the Shadow Medallion. Impa awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. Please look after the princess. Alright, and well, that does it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.